Imagine this for a second. You have Google, OpenAI, and Microsoft. They have virtually unlimited budgets, the best engineers in Silicon Valley, and massive server farms burning through billions of dollars. They are the kings of the hill. But then, out of nowhere, a Chinese startup called DeepSeek drops a bombshell right at the start of 2026. They didn't just release another chatbot, they released a blueprint that essentially proves you don't need billions of dollars to build a superintelligence. The internet is going crazy over this because it looks like the era of big tech dominance might actually be cracking. If you thought GPT-4 or Gemini were the peak, you are wrong. The rules of the game just changed, and honestly, Silicon Valley should be terrified. Let's talk about why. So here is the reality check. For the last 2 years, the narrative has been simple. To build a better AI, you need more data and way more computing power. That's why Nvidia is worth trillions. Everyone is fighting to buy more chips, but DeepSeek just flipped the table. With their latest architecture revealed this January, they proved that it's not about how big your engine is. It's about how smart your engine is. They managed to train a model that rivals the best of GPT-4 and Gemini Ultra, but they did it at a fraction of the cost. And I'm not talking about a small discount. I'm talking about a cost reduction so massive that it makes OpenAI's training costs look absolutely wasteful. Okay, let's strip away the complex coding jargon. How did they actually do this? Think of a traditional AI model like a student trying to memorize an entire library of books. Every time you ask a question, the student has to mentally run through every single page they memorized to find the answer. It works, but it takes a lot of brain power and a lot of energy. DeepSeek's new approach, specifically their multi-head latent attention technology, is different. Instead of memorizing every page, this AI creates a highly efficient index system. It compresses the information. To put it in car terms, Google and OpenAI are driving massive, gas-guzzling Ferraris. They go fast, but they burn fuel like crazy. DeepSeek just invented a hyper-efficient electric engine that goes just as fast but runs on a AA battery. This matters because efficiency was the one bottleneck holding AI back, and now that bottleneck is gone. This is where it gets interesting for the industry, and maybe a little scary for Google. Google's entire business model relies on them having the biggest servers. They act like the gatekeepers. If you want smart AI, you have to pay their API fees or buy their subscriptions because you can't run these massive models on your own computer. But DeepSeek is proving that powerful AI can be lean. If this trend continues through 2026, we are looking at a future where you don't need an internet connection or a monthly subscription to OpenAI to get genius-level answers. You could run a GPT-4 level intelligence directly on your laptop or even your phone. This democratizes intelligence. It takes the power away from the trillion-dollar companies and gives it back to the developers and the users. And for a company like OpenAI, whose valuation is based on being the only option for top-tier AI, that is a nightmare scenario. So, what does this mean for you sitting at home? It means the cost of using AI is about to plummet. It means we are going to see a flood of new apps and tools that are cheaper, faster, and uncensored. The moat that American tech giants thought they had, that unbeatable wall of money and compute power, has been breached. The gap between China and the US in the AI race isn't closing. In terms of efficiency, China might have just taken the lead. I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Do you think this efficiency breakthrough is the end of high-priced AI subscriptions? Or will Google and OpenAI pull something else out of their hats to stay on top? Let me know your thoughts down below. If you want to stay ahead of the AI curve in 2026 without the hype, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. I've got a breakdown of the new Tesla robot update coming next, and trust me, you don't want to miss that. I'll catch you in the next one.